Myles, let's get the big news out of the way first. How does it feel to be the first Brown to be a 99 on Madden?
Feels pretty damn good. I didn't know that there hadn't been a 99 on Madden. I kind of expected Joe Thomas to have had one, or maybe like a throwback team, Jim Brown or something. But I don't know. It's a great feeling, but hopefully it's not the first, or it's not the last time. And hopefully we have a couple other guys who join us.
Myles, how do you guys overcome all the adversity that you're facing this week?
One day at a time. Can't worry about the past. You know, they don't know about the future, so just stay in the present and control what we can control. And who's up? You got to be ready. You know, can't be anticipating that you'll be, you know, the guy coming off the bench this week. Right now, hey, someone who's thirsty might be up right now, and they'll have to make a play that they've only seen and haven't done themselves. Just got to be able to rise to the occasion, be prepared for the moment.
Thank you, Jake. Matt Fontana, you have our next question.
Yeah, Myles, last week you made some comments about the focus. You stepped up and you had a massive game. Do you need that out of yourself and the other players that are still, starters and big time playmakers on this team? You guys have to step up yet again on Saturday with so many players out.
Oh, we will, 100%. The guys who are starters, who are big time playmakers for this team, we're gonna have to show it. We're gonna have to lead, and we're gonna have to, lead by example, not just lead with our voices. Right now, we're short-staffed, and there's a lot of guys who are out, but nobody's gonna make excuses for us, and nobody's gonna feel sorry for us. We gotta do what we say, we wanted to do all year, and that means we have to go through the Raiders to do it.
Thanks, Matt. Scott Patrick, go ahead.
Hey, Myles, just on the D-line, how do you guys overcome the loss of Malik McDowell?
We got other guys chomping at the bit to be playing in a game, to have this opportunity. And it won't be just one guy because he's a dominant force. But whether I'm in there or we got someone else in there, I think we can find a way to try to replicate his success. But we will miss him.
And how much did you watch and think about the touchdown you scored last week?
I probably watched about 3 times. And the last time was with my family, and then it was kind of out of my mind because now I'm trying to watch film on the Raiders and see how I can do it again.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. We'll go to Tony Grossi.
All right. Hey, Myles, the other day, Kevin Stefanski kind of joked about not coaching in the Pittsburgh game a year ago, and he said they showed they don't need me, or something to that effect. I wonder what your lasting memory of that game without the head coach on the sideline was.
Business as usual. I'm not gonna say we don't need him. We love having Kevin around. He's a great leader for us. Great guy, but we have a lot of men who played a lot of ball and know how to lead men as well. And we'll probably miss his play calling and things he does on the side, on the offense side. But we'll find a way to take care of business.
And I just want to ask the same question you were asked last week. Now that we're down to 4 games, how do you consider the importance, the urgency of this game against the Raiders?
Just as important as before. Nothing's going to change. You ask for next week, same importance. We got to win out.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Nate Ulrich has our next question.
Hey, Myles, how much confidence do you have in Case Keenum filling for Baker, most likely? And with the background, knowing that you guys were able to win that Thursday night game against the Broncos earlier this season, how much does that affect your thinking?
I have faith in Case. Always have. I've seen it in practice, and I've seen it facing him on the other side of the ball. So right now, I'm and I miss Baker. I hope he gets an opportunity to play. You know, that's up in the air right now. But you know, I know Case can get the job done, and we just got to put him in good field position and honestly position to win.
And I know you always want to play your best. You always want to make the game-changing plays like you made Sunday, and you want the defense to do that. But will you say anything to guys, or have you said anything to guys about, you know, defensively, it's time to put the game on our shoulders?
No, that's a talk we'll have a little bit closer to the game, and you know, I don't think it's very hard for one man to win any sporting event, and you know, if I have to step up and do that, I'm gonna do my damnedest. But I think it's a team affair. There's 11 guys on the field for a reason, and if they want to take me out, they know they have to throw 3 guys at me. But you know, I know if I get my opportunities one-on-one, especially this Saturday, I have to capitalize on it. And I got to win.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nate. Mary Kay Cabot, go ahead.
Hey, Myles, just wondering about, you know, your own situation. It seems like they kept you out of the early part of practice, maybe out of an abundance of caution because of everything that's going on. Are you, and you've been through this already before, but Kevin Stefanski had it last year and then tested positive again. So with guys around you kind of being ill and testing positive like Tack and Malik, are you taking extra precautions? Are you really worried about this at all, or how are you approaching this whole thing?
I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying to navigate it the best I can. Kind of reducing the time I'm having around people at the facility, and just being out in general. When I haven't been at work, I've been at home. I'm trying to stay secluded to myself, and just trying to stay with my family. I don't want them to get it. You know, if they're away from me to get it. And while I was at the facility, I want to stay with my parents and the people around me, so they don't have to suffer through it as well.
So you'll probably lay low between now and the game, and how much are you hoping that, you know, Jadeveon, I'm sure you have your fingers crossed that Jadeveon, who was out ill today, just keeps testing negative and is right out there with you on Saturday, right?
Of course. I mean, of course, I'm hoping that he's negative. I mean, but Kev has had a cold for a while, and it was just a cold. I'm hoping it's the same thing with JD.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Mary Kay. Marla Ridenour, you have our next question.
Yeah, Myles, Joel said the other day that maybe, this, challenge with all these guys out could sort of bring you guys closer together like it did last year. I mean, I know you weren't out there today, but do you feel any evidence of that?
I mean, I was out there at the end of practice. I was doing my own thing, kind of on the side. I'm trying to get some work done myself, and walking through, getting some conditioning, and just trying to take precaution for myself. I know how it affected me, so I'm not trying to catch it, even if I'm asymptomatic this time around. No telling what it could do to my loved ones, and what happened with them last year. But the guys look fine, look in high spirits, a bit confused, but in high spirits and ready to go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marla. We'll take one more. Tom Withers.
Thanks, Rob. Hey, Myles, if the first snap goes over Derek Carr's head, are you going to be able to pounce on it this time?
Hell, I don't know. Maybe I'll learn from my mistake, but we'll see.
I gotcha. Hey, as a player who's been through this, you've lived through this COVID experience. The NFL is considering some kind of changes to the protocols or the testing or what have you. As a player who's dealt with this, Myles, what would you like to see changed?
See changed? Man, this might be a better question for JC, but I mean, today it was just real strange in which they went about testing, or I guess lack of testing. Today they were saying that we weren't going to test we were just going to go into the building, even though we might have a couple more guys pop up as positive. It almost seemed like we were just ignoring it instead of addressing the issue. And we should go ahead and test and then allow people in the building. But not before you get your results, and that's how it should be. And the lack of testing that we've done all year, I kind of feel like has led to this point. Only testing one time a week, and guys, doing their own thing on Monday and Tuesday with their time off. It was kind of a recipe for disaster.
Right. And then what about in terms of guys needing to have two negative tests in a 24-hour period, even if they're asymptomatic? Do you think it would be, I guess, more fair, if that's the right way to put it, if it was just maybe one positive or one negative test rather?
I think two is, I feel like two is good.
Okay.
One, you never know. They'll be positive again the next day. So
Right.
I think
right.
two is a good standard.